Hi Mohit. The question is, where do you see yourself 5 years down the line? Why do you see yourself right there? Or why you want to be right there? Is there anything in specific that you've planned to reach your goals?
Actually, I have a plan that's different. I want to achieve my MTech after 3 years. I want to work for 3 years in a power plant. So basically, my intuition is that I want to see the systems first, and then I want to decide what I want to do the master's in. Basically, I like thermal. It's a mechanical beauty to work in thermal. So thermal sciences are a lot, but I still have interest in robotics also. So is my decision right to go for an industry right now, or I should pursue MTech?
So Mohit, where are you working right now? Where are you?
So recently I'm not working. Actually, I am preparing from GATE for the next year.
Okay.
So I have a goal to go in NTPC actually, National Thermal Power Plant.
Okay. I'd like to suggest the kind of learning that you have in MTech, it will be difficult to achieve in actual applications environment, because when you go after BTech and you'll directly not be put up in a design kind of role where you can make decisions and you're deeply involved in analysis, because those kind of analysis need expertise, and those expertise you gain only after getting a master's degree. So you'll be involved, not involved in the actual analysis of the system. You'll be involved in I'm not aware what kind of jobs BTech do, but it will be like training on the overall systems and how the things work. So the kind of knowledge that you gain there will not be matching to what you get in MTech. So while you are doing MTech, the thing is that if you are going for a ME course, you can still do your courses, and at the end of course you can choose your specialization. So it's not a big risk. You'll explore all the fields. If you are doing MTech, you don't have to decide on your specialization from the day first. Still you'll be getting exposure to a lot of different fields, and you can decide whether robotics is a thing or the thermal is a thing. After 3 years, I feel your just for learning also, it normally happens to all of us. So with age, it comes down. So when you are fresh, if you are in academic environment, go explore all the opportunities, and still you'll get time to make your decision. It's not like you have chose a specialization, you are stuck with that. And then after doing masters, when you join a company, you will be placed in a better role where you learn even more. And then even in a company, the roles are dynamic, flexible. It's not like that I'm a thermal science guy forever for my life, I'll work on thermal sciences. You can switch over to any other design field which you find interesting later on also. So the trajectory of your learning curve will be quite smoother if you go for a master's first. That's my personal opinion, but it's all your own choice at the end of the day.
So Mohit, particularly to your question about NTPC. So in the current scenario, most of the students, those who are writing the GATE, is basically because GATE is the exam from where all the PSUs are recruiting, or most of the PSUs are recruiting. So in the near future, we don't see any career path for ourselves. So we are BTech and then we want to have a job in our hand, so we go for GATE and then we go to PSU. What after PSU? See, all 10 of you, those who have come here, you are one among those 1 lakh students, those who have appeared. So there is no doubt about your talent. You are the most talented guy in this year or next year or 1 or 2 years which you must have seen. So there is no doubt that you are talented. What job you do in all these PSUs and NTPC, whatever the PSUs you take, it's only either the pre-planned maintenance that you are doing on the machinery, or there are certain defined ways, because these are companies which are processing something. These are not doing any research. These are only processing things like a normal company. The only thing is the facilities provided by these companies are good. These are all Navratna or Maharatna companies, so you will enjoy working over there. The work culture is also good. But you will not grow as a researcher, or you will not enhance your knowledge which you can do by doing masters or PhD and then taking up some research jobs. So I would suggest to all of you that BTech is not like a good qualification. I would say it's very basic. When you go enroll yourself in a master's degree, only then you come to know what the true knowledge of that subject is, because there you are a master of that field. So I would suggest all of you That if you are having a mind or having a keen desire to do some research or do some good work, masters is a must. If you are a PhD, that is very good, but masters is the must for that.
Just a small point. It becomes relevant to you, for Mohit, because the way you posed the question, you sounded like, I want to work in a power plant, I want to see the real stuff, and then I want to move in the research. So it's not for any other reason you're planning to go for power plant. You want to go there for learning. And the chances of that happening is quite less. So that's why everybody is advising just go for a master's and then come to a plant industry which gives you opportunity to do real analysis and design work.
Coming back to your question of 3 years working, I think that is gaining a lot of traction. So I just add on to it. So I'm just giving you a counter example. For example, if you do an analysis, have you seen anybody who is doing an MBA in foreign countries getting financial aid? No, right? You see, when you go for MS, you get aid. You go for PhD, you get aid. You know the reason for that? The primary reason is when you do MBA, they expect that you would have worked. Only in India, the craze for MBA immediately after BE is more. When you go for an MBA in foreign countries, the expectation is you would have worked really for 2 to 3 years. When you have worked for 2 to 3 years, you have your pocket is sufficient to support yourself. That's the primary governing factor why you don't get aids for MBA so much. Whereas when you go for MS, pretty much after your BE, immediately or within 6 to 8 months of your BE, you go into that. That's the reason you get more financial aid and support for that. That's one of the primary reason as well. So, as others were saying, the 3 years what you're trying to gain, the amount of what you gain will be more in terms of how to get the work done rather than learning the technical aspect of it. So the 3 years of what you do, what you learn may help you to get you an MBA degree in terms of, because I always say this, getting the work done is much, much more difficult than doing the work. So that will help you there. But in case your interest is doing an M.Tech, I'll suggest you that before you lose the student skills in you of attacking the problems or attacking getting the equations correct, all those things, you work 3 years down the lane, you will be very good in how to take care of the contracts or in how to identify that this guy will be capable of doing this work, this guy you can delegate this work to him, this guy you cannot delegate this work. You get those skills which may not be helpful for your M.Tech. So this is the point I want to share with all of you. In case any of you are interested in MBA, have a 2 to 3 years break, work and go for MBA. But in case you are interested in M.Tech, do it immediately. Thank you.